Archangel Michael says, in a moment of divine urgency, two celestial beings stand at your threshold, imploring you to heed their message before the opportunity slips away. This is not mere coincidence. This message is crafted specifically for you. Do not dismiss it. For too long, you have wandered through shadows, mistaking them for light. You have smiled in spaces where your name was spoken with disdain. You have entrusted your heart to those who were never meant to cherish it. The angels have observed your struggles, shedding tears for you, as the weight of truth grows heavier, and your silence has allowed turmoil to fester. This is the pivotal moment before everything shifts. They are not merely asking, they are pleading. The angels lean in to whisper to you. Even as you read these words, please listen before this door closes. They hold a scroll radiant in golden light, inscribed with your name. Ignoring this message could mean losing something irreplaceable. Two realms are vying for your soul. One seeks your destruction, while the other is tasked with shielding you from the dangers lurking behind the door. You keep opening with your love, attention, and desperation. You may believe they care for you, but they are siphoning the light from within you. The first angel reveals that she feels you are losing your identity. The second angel warns that he is resting in a place where he was never meant to be. Both angels declare that if intervention does not occur today, you may lose everything by the end of the week. Do you sense this? You have felt an unsettling shift lately, a discomfort in familiar surroundings, as if something is amiss. This is not just a fleeting emotion, it is heaven reaching out to you through your unease. You are not as safe as you believe. A betrayal is brewing nearby, where someone smiles at you while harboring malice behind your back. The angels are compelled to shake the ground beneath those who feign love. Pay close attention now. There is a name you have been shielding, but God is unveiling the truth about that person. The angels tremble, knowing you may resist this revelation. The one you have defended is the very one obscuring your blessings with a veil of control and false affection. You are surrounded, not just in the physical realm but spiritually as well. Each time you doubt yourself, a spirit rejoices, for that doubt was planted. Every moment you second, guess your intuition empowers the one who works against you in silence. The angels attempted to intervene during your past accidents, heartbreaks, and betrayals, but you did not grasp the underlying truth. They tried again when your body faltered without explanation, sending signs through dreams, strangers, and that nagging feeling that something was off. This is their final attempt. This message is not random. It carries a fire because your name is being inscribed into something eternal. A shift is being released on your behalf. However, if you continue to hold on to the one assigned to hinder your progress, the angels will lose their legal right to intervene. God says, you are under the watchful eyes of both angels and adversaries. Those who smile the brightest in your presence often pray the quietest for you. You have given everything to those who would not shed a tear if you vanished. The angels have witnessed your pleas for love from those who mock you behind closed doors. You are not weak, confused, or paranoid. You are spiritually awake in a world that wishes for you to remain numb. The angels urge you to stop justifying yourself to those who have already chosen not to understand. Your time is being squandered by manipulation, masquerading as love. There is a space you enter daily that is spiritually tainted. It may seem peaceful, but it is filled with hidden daggers. They implore you now, please. Stop returning to the place where you were shattered, expecting to be made whole. The angels have been granted permission to protect you, yet you keep reopening the door they are trying to close. God says something dreadful almost befell you recently, but it was averted. That was no coincidence. It was divine intervention. But this cannot happen again. You are being drawn back to people and places devoid of divine purpose for your future. Someone you love has been deceiving you. They wear your name like a badge in public, but speak curses in private. The angels know their identity and have tried to reveal it to you, but you consistently give that person the benefit of the doubt. That doubt is robbing you of your peace, and that benefit is costing you your blessings. You may feel isolated, but you are not alone. A significant battle is being waged in the spiritual realm over your destiny. The longer you postpone this calling, the more painful the transition will be. God is not asking you to comprehend everything. He is asking you to trust the disruption. This month will not conclude as it began. A divine rearrangement is on the horizon. The person who has been exploiting you will be unveiled. What you believed would break you will, in fact, bless you. The table where they once laughed at you will transform into the table where God prepares your feast. You have cried enough. You have sacrificed enough. God says, "Now I will show you what occurs when heaven stands behind a soul trampled by those they loved." They never anticipated your rise. That is why they mocked you. But the angels are encircling your home now, drawing swords of fire, not to harm, but to protect. You are entering a storm that will not drown you, but will reveal who has been swimming alongside you with hidden motives. This is not about revenge. It is about revelation. God is unveiling those who whispered in corners, those who claimed pride in you while secretly cursing your path, and those who called you friend but placed obstacles in your way when you weren't looking. This is not a threat. It is a final opportunity. You were not created to be manipulated. You were designed for light, elevation, and sacred union with those who recognize your worth without draining your spirit. God says the angels were dispatched to inform you that this is the last time you will suffer in silence. If you heed this shift, your entire life will transform within weeks. But you cannot cling to what God is dismantling: that house, that relationship, that group chat, that invitation, that message you have yet to respond to. It is not for you. It is bait disguised as opportunity but reeking of spiritual decay. God warns, do not partake at every table you are invited to. Some plates are filled with curses masquerading as kindness. The angels are pleading now, kneeling and speaking your name into the heavens, aware of the consequences if you do not close this chapter. It is not merely heartbreak. It is delay, darkness, and another year of confusion. But if you listen now, if you walk away, if you cease answering that door, your blessings will flood in like a deluge. You will become unrecognizable in a matter of weeks. Those who once laughed will stare in bewilderment, questioning how you ascended so swiftly. The answer will be that heaven intervened. The angels were not sent for amusement. They were sent for war, truth, and justice. You are their mission. But if you block their warning with disobedience, the repercussions will return in cycles. God is providing you with one final confirmation tonight. Something will happen. A sign, a message, a dream, a shift in conversation. That is your moment. Do not ignore it. They are attempting to prevent you from signing something, agreeing to something, going somewhere, texting someone back, or showing up where your spirit knows it does not belong. Let them label you as crazy. Let them mock you. Let them claim you have changed. That change is your salvation. The angels will not return in this manner again. This is the last scroll, the final message, the ultimate knock. God says, if you honor this word, your peace will return like a flood. Your body will heal. Your mind will settle. Your finances will shift. Your love life will transform. And your enemies will scatter. But if you disobey, what is coming will feel like betrayal, breakdown, and disappointment. Not because I hate you, but because you chose their comfort over my command. This is your moment. They attempted to destroy you, but something terrible happened in the spirit. They failed. You survived. And because of that, your name is being rewritten in gold. Do not skip this. Do not delay. Do not justify yourself. Do not return to the place of your breaking. The angels are holding the door. All you need to do now is walk through it. This message is just for you. Do not try to skip this. Type amen to receive. Heaven is not silent. God says, my child, listen now before the wind changes. 2 angels have been sent to your doorway, not in metaphor, not in symbol, in reality. And they are weeping, not because they are weak, but because they know what is coming if you do not act. They were dispatched days ago. You didn't see them with your eyes, but your soul flinched. The cold chill at your back, the restlessness in your sleep, the sudden shift in the atmosphere around you. That was them trying to reach you, trying to shake you awake before the trap finishes closing. This is not a general message. It is precise. It is divine. It carries the weight of eternity. Do not scroll past this like noise. This is the whisper that breaks the curse. This is your rescue call from realms unseen. You've walked too long down a path dimly lit by lies, convincing yourself it was love. You've stayed too long at tables where your name was the joke. You've opened your heart to arms that were never meant to carry it. And all the while, the angels stood by, waiting for you to hear what they've been shouting in the silence. Stop returning to what broke you. Stop watering ground that was never meant to bear fruit. Stop ignoring the signs we've scattered in your path. Heaven has been watching the slow unraveling of your peace. Not because you are cursed, but because you've been clinging to what God has tried to remove. There is a spiritual war raging around your name. One realm is trying to silence your voice, while the other has been commanded to awaken your destiny. But here's the truth: your obedience determines which side wins access. One angel is holding a scroll. Your name shines on it like fire and gold, but it is sealed and time is running out. The other angel is standing guard over your next season. His sword is drawn, not to fight people, but to sever the soul ties dragging you backward. They are not here to comfort you. They are here to confront the deception you've called love. Someone you've been protecting with loyalty does not carry clean hands. They speak blessings to your face and curses to the wind. They admire your light but secretly hope it dims. The angels have seen the conversations, the betrayal, the calculated kindness. They are now revealing the truth you refused to believe. You were never confused. You were discerning. They just made you doubt your gift. Your tiredness lately. That's not normal. That's not just stress. That is spiritual resistance pressing against your spirit. The sadness that lingers even after laughter. That's because your soul knows something is wrong. You feel it in your bones. You've just been afraid to name it. But now is not the time for fear. Now is the time to decide. God says, there is a divine rearranging happening in your life. The shifting is painful because you are being uprooted from counterfeit soil. But if you obey, I will plant you where the enemy cannot reach. You will bloom in territory that once rejected you. Listen closely, someone is about to reach out. Their message will feel sweet, familiar. But it is bait. Do not respond. Do not revisit what I've rescued you from. Their motive is not reconciliation. It is access. If you say yes, the spiral will begin again. But if you say no, the angels will be released to build what you've been praying for. There is a place you're thinking of going. You've been wrestling with it in your spirit. That hesitation is not fear, it's discernment. Trust it. Stay away. That meeting, that conversation, that invitation, it has been designed to plant confusion. And there is one more thing. There is a person you keep trying to explain yourself to. But they have already made up their mind about you. Stop bleeding out your truth to those who are committed to misunderstanding you. You don't need their approval. You need peace. And peace comes through obedience. This is not judgment. This is mercy. This is your last delay before divine acceleration. If you heed this warning, in 3 days something will shift. The heaviness will lift. The dream will return. The closed door will open. Someone who was sent by God is watching from a distance, waiting to step in. But they have been commanded not to move until you let go of the counterfeit. You've cried long enough. You've questioned your value long enough. You've allowed silence where you should have raised your boundaries. No more. Heaven has drawn the line. The angels are holding the door open, but not for long. You will feel this in your body. A moment of sudden stillness, a repeating number, a phrase spoken twice, a name mentioned unexpectedly. That is your sign. That is the Spirit confirming what this message is declaring. Do not delay. Do not revisit the past. Do not seek closure from what God closed. He says, if you obey, I will heal what was broken. I will restore what was stolen. I will prepare a table for you in the presence of the very ones who laughed at your downfall. I will do it swiftly. I will do it publicly. But I need your yes now, not later now. This is not just a warning. This is the scroll of your new beginning. The angels are not waiting for applause. They are not sent for spectacle. They were dispatched because something dangerous has been circling your life, and the time for silence is ended. God says, I will not watch you walk off the edge I've tried to guard you from. This moment has been written into the divine archives, and now it unfolds. Do not confuse this with inspiration. This is intervention. You've been in rooms you should have never entered. You've sat at tables where your spirit shrank to keep the peace. You've prayed for change, but refused to move. And the enemy has taken advantage of your delay. He planted voices around you that look like comfort, but carry poison in their mouths. That's why you've felt slow, stuck, and strangely uncertain. But here's the truth no one has dared to tell you. You are under spiritual surveillance. The enemy has studied your kindness and mistaken it for weakness. But heaven sees your power. God has assigned angels to surround you, not because you are broken, but because you are dangerous to the darkness you're entangled with. Right now, those two angels stand guard, not at a distance but close. One behind you, watching what you cannot see. The other before you, clearing the path you've been afraid to walk. And they are weeping, not because you are failing, but because time is running thin, and your hesitation is costing you momentum. One angel speaks. They are choosing comfort over calling. The other replies, but if they choose obedience, we will war until the breakthrough erupts. Hear this clearly. Someone close to you has been given demonic access to your energy. They don't love you. They consume you. Every time you forgive what hasn't changed, they grow stronger. Every time you overlook your discernment, they gain ground. But this cycle breaks the moment you decide that peace is more important than pretending. God says, you've called it loyalty. I call it bondage. You've called it patience. I call it distraction. You've called it love. I call it a trap. This is your moment to renounce the soul tie, to delete the contact, to walk away from the almost, and make room for the divine. You are not being punished. You are being pulled out of generational patterns, pulled out of false friendships, pulled out of lukewarm agreements with people who say your name, but don't carry your burden in prayer. The shaking you feel is heaven loosening your roots from the wrong soil. Don't run back to what is familiar just because you're afraid of being alone. That loneliness is not abandonment. It is sacred isolation for transformation. There is a version of you that cannot emerge until you stop protecting what is killing your purpose. The angels are on assignment, but they cannot force obedience. They only fight for what you surrender. Let it go. Let them go. Let the image go. Let the apology you never got die with the version of you that begged for it. God says, the next 7 days are crucial. You will hear things. You will see faces. You will receive offers. Do not say yes out of desperation. Do not say yes out of fear. Say yes only to me. For what I am about to release, only obedience will unlock it. The betrayal that was being prepared behind your back, it's already being dismantled. The enemy thought you were still distracted, but this message is the sound of your awakening. And now that you've heard the truth, you are responsible for what you do next. Do not say, maybe later. Later will cost you more than you know. Do not say, I'm not sure. Heaven is sure. That's why this message found you. If you continue down the same path, you will cycle through another year of confusion, breakdown, and recovery. But if you obey today, within weeks the fog will lift, the weight will fall, and clarity will rush in like light through a broken window. Your obedience is the alarm that awakens your anointing. This is not superstition. This is not emotion. This is your moment of divine escape. God says, I will not let you destroy what I've been building simply because you're afraid to walk alone. You are not alone. My angels are stationed. My hand is hovering. My spirit is speaking. And I am watching who you become in this moment. You don't need to explain yourself to those who only heard your voice but never felt your pain. You don't need to keep showing up where you're only tolerated. The angels are saying, "Enough. It ends now." The pain, the silence, the cycles, the spiritual fog. It ends. The scroll they carry is being unsealed in the spirit. Your name is glowing, etched in divine light. And with it, the command is being released: break the tie. Walk away. Don't defend it. Don't delay. Don't explain. Just move. The blessing is behind the obedience. The restoration is behind the release. The protection is behind the boundary. The promise is on the other side of your yes. This is not just a shift. This is a deliverance. Type Amen 333 to align yourself with this divine command. Type, "Yes, Lord," if your spirit is ready to walk away from the weight and into the wind of breakthrough. The angels are still waiting, but not for long.